Why does Japan experience the most earthquakes in the world? This query has puzzled many for ages. Japan, known for its stunning cherry blossoms and rich cultural heritage, also holds a less desirable title, the country that experiences the highest number of earthquakes globally. This isn't a mere coincidence or a twist of fate, but a result of specific geographical and scientific factors that make this beautiful island nation unusually susceptible to seismic activity. From the hustle and bustle of Tokyo to the serene landscapes of Hokkaido, the ground beneath the land of the rising sun is in a constant state of flux. The seismic conundrum that Japan faces is a complex blend of geography, geology, and a dash of sheer bad luck. But why exactly is Japan such a hotbed for earthquakes? What unique aspects of its location and geology contribute to this high level of seismic activity? Let's delve into the geographical and scientific reasons behind Japan's seismic activity. The Earth beneath us is more dynamic than we often realize. It's like a grand stage where colossal plates are constantly moving, sliding and colliding. This intricate dance is what we call plate tectonics, a theory that explains the large-scale motions of Earth's lithosphere, the rigid outermost shell of our planet. Imagine Earth's lithosphere as a cracked eggshell, broken into numerous large and small pieces. These pieces, or plates, constantly move atop a semi-fluid layer called the asthenosphere. These movements are slow, almost imperceptible to us, but over millions of years they've shaped our continents, oceans, and mountain ranges. Now, when these plates interact at their boundaries, things get interesting. They can drift apart, slide past each other, or collide head-on. And it's these interactions that are the main drivers of seismic activity. Earthquakes, volcanoes, mountain formation, they all occur primarily at these plate boundaries. So let's bring our focus to Japan, a country that sits at a particularly active intersection. Here, four major tectonic plates, the Pacific, Philippine Sea, Eurasian, and North American plates, converge and interact. This intersection is one of the most seismically active regions in the world. The Pacific and Philippine Sea plates are subducting, meaning they're being forced beneath the Eurasian and North American plates. As these plates plunge into the Earth's mantle, they cause intense pressure and heat. Eventually, this pressure has to be released, and when it does, it results in an earthquake. Furthermore, the descending Pacific Plate is also responsible for a deep-sea trench and a line of volcanoes, known as the Ring of Fire, that stretches across the Pacific Ocean. This area is notorious for its frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. In essence, Japan's geographic location, sitting atop this complex tectonic jigsaw puzzle, is the primary reason for its high seismic activity. The country essentially straddles a geological time bomb that ticks away silently beneath the surface. So, the meeting point of these tectonic plates makes Japan a hotbed for earthquakes. But how does this affect the people living there? Stay tuned to find out more about how Japan's rich history and culture have been shaped by this seismic activity. Earthquakes may be a part of life in Japan, but they're not simply accepted without a fight. This resilient island nation has a long history of dealing with seismic activity and its impacts. This history has shaped Japan's culture and architecture in fascinating ways, making resilience and preparedness an integral part of their identity. Let's start with architecture, a clear reflection of Japan's seismic reality. Traditional Japanese homes, for example, are often built with a flexible wooden framework, a design that allows the structure to sway without collapsing during an earthquake. This technique, known as shinbashira, dates back to the 7th century and is still employed today, blending ancient wisdom with modern engineering. But it's not just about the buildings. Japan's architecture also incorporates town planning strategies. Cities are designed with disaster mitigation in mind. Open spaces like parks and school playgrounds are strategically placed to serve as evacuation areas during emergencies. The Tokyo Rinkai Disaster Prevention Park, for instance, is a notable example of this, serving both as a recreational area and an emergency hub. Moving on to culture, earthquakes have deeply influenced Japanese arts, literature, and even spirituality. Earthquakes, or jishin, are often personified in folklore as giant catfish writhing under the earth, a symbolism that helps people visualize and understand these natural phenomena. This cultural lens encourages respect for the forces of nature and underscores the importance of preparedness. Preparedness is woven into everyday life in Japan. From a young age, Japanese citizens are taught how to respond to an earthquake, with regular drills held in schools and workplaces. In fact, every September 1st, a National Disaster Prevention Day, or Bosai no Hai, is observed to commemorate the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 and to emphasize the importance of disaster readiness. Earthquakes may be a part of life in Japan, but they're not simply accepted without a fight. These adaptations show Japan's resilience and innovation in the face of a natural challenge. But how does Japan's seismic activity compare to the rest of the world? While Japan is known for its earthquakes, it's far from the only country to experience them. Our planet is an active place with seismic events occurring daily around the globe. From the ring of fire that encircles the Pacific Ocean to the fault lines that crisscross continents, earthquakes are a universal phenomenon. Let's take a journey from Japan to the other side of the Pacific, to California. Like Japan, California is also situated along the Ring of Fire and experiences frequent tremors. However, the scale and frequency of earthquakes are different due to the nature of the tectonic plates involved. Then, we have Chile in South America, another hotspot for seismic activity. Chile's earthquakes stem from the subduction of the Nazca Plate beneath the South American plate, a different process than what's happening in Japan. These examples underscore the global nature of seismic activity, but also highlight the unique geophysical context of each region. This comparison emphasizes the unique seismic situation in Japan, highlighting its resilience and innovation. Japan's frequent earthquakes are a challenge, but one that has been met with remarkable resilience and innovation. Over the course of our journey, we've unearthed the complex tectonic makeup that underpins Japan's seismic activity and explored its profound influence on the nation's culture and architecture. But more than just adapting, Japan has turned this geological predicament into a catalyst for innovation. Seismic forecasting technology, earthquake-resistant infrastructure, and community preparedness programs are just a few examples of the nation's forward-thinking approach. The scientific understanding of earthquakes has been pivotal in this process. The more we learn about the forces that shape our planet, the better equipped we are to live alongside them. Japan's story is not just about enduring earthquakes, but about harnessing knowledge to mitigate their impact. As we've seen, Japan's seismic activity is a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of human innovation. It's a story of turning challenge into opportunity.